Hello and welcome back to the 20th Century Dude channel. Recently, I picked up a VHS set that for whatever reason was sold broken. I kind of consider that disrespect. Please don't sell things that are broken. One thing I figured out is that the insides are probably tight. A friend told me how to fix a tight VHS, and it basically comes down to replacing the bottoms of a tape, and then hopefully that solves the issue. So I have here two tapes, Gone with the Wind 2, and it's not a sequel, it's the second tape to the movie, but you know what I mean. And then there's the first cassette for The Godfather 1. And these were both part of a larger set that I used to have, and I don't anymore because obviously the tapes no longer worked. So what I am going to try is to take these apart and see whether or not I can put the bottom and attach it and then see what happens. I don't know if that's a plausible option. I guess we'll see. So this is a rather impromptu last-minute video, but we're just going to take a quick look and see whether or not this can actually happen. So let's get fixing. Alrighty, so I have my two tapes here. This is Gone with the Wind, and we have Godfather over here. Now, first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to have to, split that apart because that's definitely going to get in the way, and we will have to unscrew this. So, I don't know how well this is going to work. It might fail spectacularly, but these are the things that we will learn later. So, why don't we take this off. It's a good thing I don't really use these tapes anymore. Otherwise, I probably could test on the set that I bought since it's broken and see, but since I'm allowed to return it to the antique store, I'm not going to sell something that I myself might potentially damage. So I think we're going to test and see whether this is plausible enough. Another option I was told was to literally bake the tapes. I don't know if any of you have heard that concept before. Apparently what you do is you put it in for 135 or 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and you leave it in for 16 hours or something. Now, I wouldn't put it in for that long, but I suppose it's also plausible. So we're going to test and see whether or not this works first. Again, these were just displays I had up in my room. They kind of just sat up on a bookshelf, so I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Alright, so can we take the top off of this? So far, so good, I think. Having a little bit of trouble. Because I'm missing a screw. There's a middle screw. It really seems to be in there. I think I'm getting it now. I've tried fixing 8-tracks a whole bunch of times, but that never really seems to end well, and then the tape gets all over the floor, and then the cats start to eat the tape because they think it's a toy, and yeah, so I'm not really that better with VHS either. Alright, so took it off. There's a piece that came out, so hopefully I can put that back together properly. Also have to make sure these reels in here don't get too mixed up. I'll move it closer to the camera. Now we're gonna take care of grief, almost dropped it. Take care of Gone with the Wind now. One thing I also found out, and you already saw a video on this, apparently VHS is really good with fires. So we have a wood stove at our house, and just got it here. Anyway, we have a wood stove, and the day I was shooting a video, I was having, for whatever reason, trouble getting the fire going. So I ended up throwing the tape in there, and that's what I did the video on, and it turns out that it's actually really good for getting a fire going. It actually stays in there for a good while. So I actually have to thank a VHS tape for keeping the house warm. I know it's not what they're made for, but here we are. I think we are going to test as well whether or not we can play this. So I'll show you afterwards what happens when we put a tape back together that I took apart. That's interesting. So there's different pieces that came out. We have these two little trinkets right here. But the top is off. The top is off. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. What do I want to put on top of? Let me see. I gotta figure out where they even went. That would probably help. I'm gonna guess. I had to do something similar to this a long while ago when a stink bug entered my Goldfinger tape, and believe me, that was not fun to deal with. Of course, that tape never worked again because I screwed it up that badly, but yeah. I think what we're gonna do, let me see. I guess I gotta do some comparisons. Okay, so I understand what's going on now. So I'm gonna try and move these. Alright, got that. And we got this. I know what part goes back on it now, so hopefully this should work. Okay. I'm gonna put supposed to do. Put this. I'm having trouble now. Not surprised. Line it up properly. Not as easy as it looks, trust me. It is not as easy as it looks. This is why I'm not the guy you want fixing your stuff. Fixing things apparently does not come to me like it does other people. I am not a gearhead by any means. I try my best. It usually just ends badly. But we do try. If at first you don't succeed, try again, as they say. Okay, I think something just locked in. Let's screw in the screws and we'll see how this goes. Now, I'm only going to put together one of these tapes. I'm not going to put the other one together if something fails spectacularly, so yeah. It's all about trusting myself, and unfortunately, I don't trust myself all that much, so I am considering, I think I'm just going to get the backup VCR from downstairs, the one I shouldn't say don't care about as much, but definitely don't use as much. Screws to put in, and we should be good to go. Probably should do compare and contrast to an actual VHS tape too. But, you know what, maybe for the sake of time I won't. I'm feeling that's actually not supposed to go in there. I don't think that's supposed to go in there. Here, yeah, that's it. Alright, and we're set. I think. Suppose we'll know one way or another. But let's test this thing. Okie dokie, so we got the TV on. Backup VCR plugged in. Let's see how this goes. This is either going to go successfully or very, very badly. A little bit of trouble getting it in. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shucks. Let's try that again. Play. Oh. Yeah, it's not working. I think it's just I think we're just gonna have to eject this thing, cause oh, looky there. Oopsie doopsie. Yeah, I don't feel like this experiment worked as well as I planned, and if you can tell, there's a little tape sliver that's a little crumpled there when it shouldn't be. So, yeah, I wrecked this. That did not go according to plan. But, you know, it was a worthwhile experiment. I just don't feel like this is... Well, yeah, that didn't go very well at all. So I will probably be throwing out the rest of the stuff now and say goodbye to these tapes. Well, folks, we tried, but all good things gotta come to an end, I suppose. Good riddance. Frankenstein's monster of ruin, I guess. Oopsie doopsie. Well, that's all I have time for today, so thank you for tuning into this rather failed experiment, and hope to catch you on the fly. And not in the garbage, I hope. See ya.